In this magical video, we're going to be talking about why some calisthenics guys don't have big legs and why there's a pandemic going on in the calisthenics leg world. I'm also going to talk about what I'm doing with my legs at home with calisthenics as well. So if you saw the leg day or the how to build your beefy hamstrings video I made, I started off with Nordic curls like you see here. And I didn't even warm up. I just jumped right into these. So the first reason I think there's a leg problem in calisthenics is simply just because for the skills you need to learn, having big legs is gonna stall you. So let's say, for example, in the levers and planches, it's just like physics. The bigger or heavier one side is on a lever, the harder it is for the other side to lift it. So if you have bigger center of gravity in your hips and legs, in your calves, you're gonna have a harder time getting up into levers and or planches. Just the facts of the matter. So I think a lot of guys willingly ignore training their legs because it adds weight to those skill movements. And I have some thoughts about squatting. Because squatting, in my opinion, first and foremost, is a calisthenics movement. You know, it's already body weight to start with. Some people have trouble just even body weight squatting without weight anyway. So, would we want to just squat with our body weight indefinitely if you're a purist when it comes to calisthenics? Or is a weighted, body archetype squat a fundamental calisthenics movement? I guess it depends on if you're a purist or not. A purist would say no added weight, period. Right? So I guess that takes the weighted dip and weighted chin up or pull up competitions out of the question. Because those calisthenics, by definition, you don't use added weight. You just use body weight for everything. And I'm just jumping around here looking like a complete fool, it looks like. Yeah, if you never just jumped around in your living quarters for like 2 minutes, rest in a minute, and then did 2 minutes again, and do that like 3 or 4 times, yeah, I think it would benefit you. There's a lymphatic draining happening when you're jumping. Gets body juices moving. It's a killer freaking calf workout, along with quads. And there's a reason why people jump rope. So I'm pretty much mimicking like jump roping in my living quarters right here, so to speak. But nonetheless, my calves and quads were burning. It felt great. I'm a big advocate of jumping around. It's a silly good time, silly goose time. Like, just train to have fun too. It helps. Now, where were we in the why they have small legs department? Well, I think another thing, and this could be just ego related, but building big legs takes a considerable amount of recovery and time, and a little bit of testicular fortitude, if you know what I mean. Not to say that people that don't train legs don't have testicular fortitude, but yeah, if you're not training legs, then you definitely don't have that much testicular fortitude. Now, this is all able body willing, of course. I'm not knocking the people who physically can't. It's just, if you can, you probably should. I'm in that category of training with your body. If you have a body part that can move, you should train it, regardless of what it is. If only you can do leg extensions, if only you can do a certain type of squats or lunge, do something. There's no excuse to not train your legs. Even if it means some of your calisthenics skills will go down for a while, it'll benefit you to have a stronger lower body and other daily requirements. So, I don't know if this is a soapbox or getting off my high horse to kind of rant today, but here's another thing. I'm just way more impressed by the calisthenics athletes that do have big legs. Now, most of my body weight is in my legs, so I feel for the guys that do train and try to get better at their body weight when they have bigger lower bodies. It does take a toll on how well you will do in your calisthenics career. I know that firsthand because in high school, when I was 155, 160, sometimes freshman year 135, when I started doing pull-ups, I could do 12, 10, 15 right off the bat. When I got stronger and I got even to 160 pounds body weight, I could do like, I don't know, I've done like 30 in a row before. I certainly can't do 30 in a row when I weigh 215 like I do now, right? Now some might say, oh, that's even better because you get naturally in the hypertrophy range. Naturally, your body's putting you inside the 8 to 12 range with your body weight. That's great and all, but I just want more numbers. You know what I mean? Even when I weighed 160, I was like 30. Let's try to do 40. Or it's time to add, weight to it. But anyway, you just saw me doing body weight lunges, reverse lunges. I love those. Those burn my quads. Those hit my quads more than they do glutes, believe it or not. Even though everyone touts them as a glute exercise. I love them for quads. I feel my quads burning first and failing first, and I always fall over. It's fun time. Now what I'm doing here is body weight calves on the bobbert. It's not called a bobbert, it's just called bob. But this bob device is touted by the West Side folk people for incredible ankle flexibility while squatting. So they all try to use this in between for getting your ankles ready for big squatting. Now, it hasn't helped my ankle mobility, but dang, is it a really good calf pump. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in.